Good afternoon, gentlemen. I wanted to get into the selection of Liam and the trade up to basically secure his services. What went into the thought process to move up, and do you envision him as a tackle or a guard in the NFL?
I think for us, when we made the trade, we knew there was going to be a run of offensive linemen. As you saw in that second round, there was a big run of offensive linemen. And so for us, it was important to get up. We had spent a lot of time getting to know Liam. We liked his toughness, his character, his competes. He's been a durable player. He's played a lot of football. He's very smart. And so for us, he was a guy that, we had talked about and targeted and felt, all the stuff that Brian, myself, the coaching staff and scouts were looking for. So it was important to get up and get in. And as you saw, it was a big run on offensive linemen in that round. So, and as Brian says, these guys have to earn positions. They're rookie coming in, but this kid's a tough, competitive kid that is smart, understands football, comes from a good program, has been coached well. So, I'll defer to Brian if he wants to talk about, positions he's playing, but this kid will come in and compete.
As far as positions, I think he's played left, he's played some right. I think we just got to, get him in here before we get into positions, get him in, get him acclimated, get him, getting to know his teammates and obviously learning the playbook. And, we'll work him in, with our group. He's got versatility to play left, right, guard. So, like always, we're always looking to play the best five. So he's got to earn his role on his team.
Gentlemen, how much disappointment and concern that you did not add a top-tier running back the first 2 days?
We're very excited with the players we added. We spent a lot of time going over the board, the draft studying and where players would fall. And, the players we got, we're very excited to have, and we have good runners on the roster. We feel good about our guys. We added Malcolm Brown, to the group in free agency. So we have upgraded our roster. We feel good where we are as a team right now. And as we've always said, we'll keep looking and running through every position and looking at for upgrades potential at every position all the way up through the season, as we've always done.
Cam?
Hey, good evening, fellas. I'm curious, there's often like a debate about the value of running backs in general, as far as positional value. I'm curious you and Brian's perspective on the positional value of running back versus maybe some other positions and how that equates when you're going about, your draft decisions.
I think when you talk about the draft, you're always you evaluate the players. I don't think you worry about value and stuff. It's for when you look at your team, the fits. I think when you draft on needs, at times you reach for stuff and start trying to, appease what, some people may think about it. But at the end of the day, you set your board, your best players available, and you want to make sure you're adding good players to your roster. We'd love to draft every position, every player every year if you could. But, for us, the players we added were at the right spots for us, and we feel good about it.
If I can follow up there, I know we talked about the Liam trade earlier. Was there any hesitancy to trade that 2022 pick? I know a lot of people had believed that maybe that next year's draft is valuable because there's more certainty. But, how did you kind of go through the process and deciding to do that to move up?
With us, we're always willing to move up and down, as you know. We're willing to be aggressive. And for us, there's really is no certainty for next year, as just because, people are playing more games. Who knows if the quality of the players or the depth of the draft will be, deep or the pools of whatever position you're looking for may not be deep that year. So, for us, as we're looking and working to build our team, when Brian and I were talking and discussing it, we thought it was Liam was a player that we really liked at a spot, and it was a run on offensive linemen, and you can never have enough offensive linemen. And we're always looking for competition in that group, and he'll come in and compete with these guys and other good kids, smart, tough. It'll come in and compete.
Adam?
It seemed to us guys that the Broncos sensed that you might go after Levante Williams. They traded up right before you in the second round. Were they right? I mean, was that a player that you had targeted that spot, and was there disappointment that he came off the board?
No, as we work through it, we're very cognizant of what's going on and around. And, for us, like I said, we have good players at the running back position. So we're looking to upgrade the roster every position. For us, the players that we like there were there. And, Javonte is a good player. There are a lot of good players. But for us, the guys we picked, we're very happy to get.
Josh?
Yeah, for both of you guys, good evening. Just on your last pick of the night with Hunter, what did you guys like about him, considering you guys do have some pretty good depth at the tight end position, and I guess for Flo, did you have any extra intel considering his school?
Yeah, I had no say in the pick because he was from Boston College, so that was all Brian.
I was excited to add an Eagle. Hunter's he's tough, he's smart. We had him at the Senior Bowl, so our entire coaching staff got a chance to spend some time with him. And he's a typical Boston College player. He's tough, he's smart, he's a team first, and we're excited to have him along with all the guys we grabbed over the last couple of days. So it's been a fun 2 days, and we like all these picks, and we're excited.
Travis?
Hey guys, how's it going? My question's for Chris. You had mentioned the playmakers were something you guys were seeking this offseason at a prior press conference. I'm wondering, Javon Holland, 9 interceptions and almost averages a pass breakup or pass defense per game in college. How do you think he satisfies that playmaker trait on defense?
Yeah, he's a very smart, instinctive football player that's been a very productive player. He's also been a punt returner there, which we talk about too. But at the end of the day, this guy just has a nose for the football. But it was his football intelligence and getting to know the kid that stood out as well. And so, I think for us, going through this with Brian and so we were really excited. We were nervous that this player may not get there, because there were a lot of people that really liked this player. We heard after we made the pick, we got numerous calls and texts. And so I think for us, adding a player of that caliber, Brian and I were really excited, and our defensive staff was really happy. So we're happy to have him, and I think he's got a good player and a good chance to be a good player for us.
Yeah, Javon was one of, honestly, my favorite players to watch. Very versatile, played inside, played safety, punt return. I think you mentioned it, Travis, a lot of ball production. So we're excited to get him and work with him. And I think he'll be a great fit for our team.
Omar?
In terms of what you achieved in the first 2 days of the draft, obviously you wanted to add tough, smart, physical players, but do you feel like you've improved your roster? How?
Yeah, I think we've upgraded our roster. We've added some speed, some playmaking, got some guys at O-line, D-line, which are always, and that showed last year, especially how important that is to win in this league. Added in, again, like you said, the playmakers on offense and defense, guys that can make plays on the ball and score touchdowns. So, for us, it's, we have a good roster. Adding these guys in with the competition and the competitive spirit, as we've talked about, will be really good and help us keep growing. And so we're very happy and pleased. And, for us, it was a really good 2 days for us so far.
Cam?
Hey, if I could ask about Javon Holland, I know, Flo, you were a safeties coach coming up in New England, so you probably have an idea of what you want in your safeties. He mentioned when we talked to him that he models his game after Tyrann Mathieu. I'm curious, do you see that in his skill set? Obviously, that's lofty praise, but do you see that in his skill set and being able to, be in the box, play deep safety, play slot, do all the things that the Honey Badger does?
I'm not one for comparisons. Based on what I saw on tape, like I said earlier, this is, I really enjoyed watching this Javon play, and for a lot of reasons. So the way he tackled, the way he defeats blocks, his versatility, played some nickel, played some deep safety. There's a lot of things to like. So, again, I'm not into comparisons, but I feel like he'll be a good fit for what we do. And, I think he's got leadership qualities. I think he's got, the ability to communicate and really quarterback a defense because he's smart. And I'm excited to have him. And, we'll see, he'll get an opportunity and to earn a role on this team. And, I'm hopeful that he can, fill multiple roles. And if he can handle it, then, we'll do it. And if he can't, then, we'll work with him until he can. So, as far as comparisons, I don't get into those. I just, I like what I saw, and I think there's potential there. But look, like any rookie and all the rookies we talked about the last couple of days, I know there's a lot of excitement over the draft, and but these guys, they got a long way to go. They got to learn a new playbook. They got to get acclimated to the NFL and professional football. We need to help them with that. We will help them with that. There's going to be hopefully a lot of growth from now, and growth and development from now until, obviously the spring, and then getting into training camp, and obviously, getting them going, getting them started in their NFL career. So this is, one part of it, and we'll help them grow and hopefully develop and improve.
Thanks.
Hey guys, first of all, Flo, I wanted to compliment you on the Sioux game this week, man. I thought you would have probably commit drafted this week, looking sharp. I wanted to ask you guys collectively, how do you feel about the picks you have left tomorrow? 1 in the 5th, 2 in the 7th. Do you see yourself maybe moving into the 4th or 6th rounds, or how do you kind of see tomorrow unfolding?
Well, I appreciate the compliment, Safid. Trying to take after you.
Cam, you got to take after Cam, not me, man.
Just trying to follow your lead and, represent myself the way Safid would like me to.
You got to look at Cam, man. Cam is the most sharpest guy here on the whole beat. You're giving him a run for his money.
All right. Well, how about you and me? So let's have a dress off, Safid. Me and you. Let's do it. Omar, you set it up. We'll walk the runway. Me and you, Safid. Let's do it. What was the question? What are we doing tomorrow? Chris, you got it, Chris. What are we doing tomorrow, Chris?
We're like everything, we'll be aggressive to move up and down, and we'll listen and we'll pick the best players for us. So everything's fluid as always, especially day 3. So